The House of Marcos, a legacy of power. A name that has echoed through the halls of Philippine history for decades, the Marcos family, a name synonymous with power, influence and controversy in the Philippines. Their story is one of ambition, resilience and a relentless pursuit of control. Ferdinand Marcos Sr. His reign was marked by both progress and brutality. He declared martial law, a period that saw economic growth, but also human rights abuses and corruption. His wife Imelda, the Iron Butterfly, known for her extravagance and opulence. She was a figure of both admiration and scorn, her lavish lifestyle a stark contrast to the poverty faced by many Filipinos. Their son, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., now sits as president. He carries the weight of his family's legacy, both its triumphs and its controversies. The Marcoses are back. Their return signals a new chapter in Philippine politics, one that is being closely watched by both supporters and critics. But the ghosts of the past linger. The Marcoses are strategic, understanding the importance of navigating the complex political landscape. They understand the importance of alliances. They cultivate relationships with key figures, ensuring their influence remains strong. One such figure was Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte, the firebrand mayor of Davao City, rose to prominence with his ruthless anti-drug campaign, which garnered both support and condemnation. The Marcoses saw an opportunity. An alliance with Duterte would solidify their grip on power, creating a formidable political force. In the 2016 presidential election, the Marcoses threw their support behind Duterte. This strategic move was a calculated risk. It was a gamble that paid off. Duterte's victory paved the way for the Marcoses' return to Malacanang Palace, a symbol of their enduring influence. But this alliance came with a price. Duterte brought with him his own set of allies, each with their own agendas and ambitions. One of them was a man named Apollo Quiboloy. Known as a religious leader, Quiboloy's influence extends beyond the pulpit, making him a key player in the political arena. The intertwining of these powerful figures creates a complex web of alliances and rivalries, shaping the future of the Philippines. The legacy of power continues as the Marcos family navigates the ever-changing tides of politics. Davao City, a bustling metropolis in the southern Philippines, known for its vibrant culture and dynamic economy. It was here that Rodrigo Duterte built his political career, rising from a local prosecutor to become the long-serving mayor of the city. And it was here that he forged a close relationship with Apollo Quiboloy, a bond that would shape the political landscape of the Philippines. Quiboloy, the self-proclaimed appointed son of God, is the leader of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above every name, a religious organization with a massive following. His church boasts millions of followers worldwide, a testament to his influence and reach. He commands their loyalty and their votes, making him a powerful figure in both religious and political spheres. Duterte recognized Quiboloy's influence early on. He knew that Quiboloy's support could be instrumental in his presidential bid, providing a significant boost to his campaign. Quiboloy became one of Duterte's most vocal supporters, using his sermons and public appearances to endorse the then mayor. He used his platform to rally his followers behind Duterte, urging them to vote for him and support his vision for the country. He praised Duterte's tough stance on crime, portraying him as a strong leader who could bring order and safety. He echoed Duterte's populist rhetoric, resonating with the frustrations and hopes of many Filipinos. The alliance between Duterte and Quiboloy was mutually beneficial, each gaining from the other's strengths and influence. Duterte gained the support of Quiboloy's vast following, a crucial factor in his electoral success. And Quiboloy gained access to the halls of power, enhancing his status and influence within the government. But this unholy alliance would have far-reaching consequences, affecting the political and social fabric of the nation for years to come. February 2018, a month that would be etched into the annals of Philippine history. A day that shook the foundations of Quiboloy's empire, sending ripples through the nation and beyond. Hundreds of Philippine National Police officers descended upon the sprawling compound of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ in Davao City. The scale of the operation was unlike anything the city had ever seen. It was a raid of unprecedented scale. Armored vehicles, heavily armed SWAT teams. The air was thick with tension and anticipation. They were there to arrest Quiboloy on charges of human trafficking and rape. The allegations were serious, and the evidence was mounting. The raid was broadcast live on national television. Every moment was captured and relayed to millions of viewers. Filipinos watched in disbelief as their screens were filled with images of Quiboloy's opulent lifestyle. The contrast between his teachings and his reality was stark. Mansions, sports cars, a private jet, the symbols of wealth and excess were undeniable, all of it funded by the donations of his followers. People who believed in his message and trusted him with their hard-earned money. But Quiboloy was nowhere to be found. He had vanished. The man at the center of it all was conspicuously absent. His followers claimed that he was in seclusion, praying for the world. They believed he was fulfilling a divine mission. Others whispered that he had fled the country. The rumors spread like wildfire, adding to the mystery. The raid on Quiboloy's compound sent shockwaves through Philippine society. It was a moment of reckoning for many. It was a stark reminder of the influence of religious leaders in the country. Their power and reach were undeniable, and it raised troubling questions about the relationship between church and state. The lines between the two seemed increasingly blurred, leaving many to wonder about the future. The charges against Quiboloy are shocking. Sex trafficking, rape, child abuse. The accusations paint a picture of a man who used his position of power to exploit vulnerable women and children. Former members of Quiboloy's church have come forward with harrowing stories of abuse. They describe a system of coercion and control. Young girls, some as young as 11 years old, were allegedly forced to have sex with Quiboloy. They were told that it was their religious duty, that it was God's will. Quiboloy has denied all the charges against him. He claims that he is the victim of a conspiracy, that his accusers are lying, that they are trying to destroy him and his church. Section 5. A political earthquake. Marcos Jr. Delicate balancing act. The arrest of Quiboloy has created a political earthquake in the Philippines. It has put President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in a delicate position. On the one hand, Marcos Jr. is under pressure to uphold the law and ensure that justice is served. The international community is watching closely. A failure to hold Quiboloy accountable would send a message that the Philippines is a haven for criminals. On the other hand, Marcos Jr. cannot afford to alienate Quiboloy's millions of followers. They are a powerful voting bloc, and they could swing the next election. Marcos Jr. is walking a tightrope. He has to find a way to appease both sides. It is a test of his leadership, and the stakes are high. Section 6. Whispers of impunity. Justice delayed, justice denied. Despite the gravity of the charges against him, Quiboloy remains a free man. He has not been arrested. He has not been extradited to the United States, where he is also wanted on similar charges. Some say that Quiboloy is untouchable, that he is protected by his powerful friends in government. They point to the fact that the Philippine government has been slow to act on the charges against him. Others say that justice is simply moving slowly, that the wheels of the Philippine legal system grind exceedingly fine. But one thing is clear: justice delayed is justice denied. The longer Quiboloy remains free, the more it seems like he is above the law. Section 7. The global stage: Quiboloy, the US, and international law. The case of Apollo Quiboloy has attracted international attention. The United States has filed charges against him for sex trafficking and other crimes. They have also issued a warrant for his arrest. The US government has been pressuring the Philippines to extradite Quiboloy, but the Philippine government has so far refused. They argue that Quiboloy is a Filipino citizen and should be tried in the Philippines. The Quiboloy case has put a strain on US-Philippine relations. It has also raised questions about the Philippines' commitment to international law. Section 8. The future of faith, the kingdom of Jesus Christ at a crossroads. The kingdom of Jesus Christ is at a crossroads. The arrest of its leader has thrown its future into doubt. Some followers have remained loyal to Quiboloy. They believe that he is innocent and that the charges against him are fabricated, but others have lost faith. They are questioning everything they once believed in. They are leaving the church in droves. The future of the kingdom of Jesus Christ is uncertain. It remains to be seen whether it can survive the scandal that has engulfed its leader. Section 9. Beyond Quiboloy, the church and state in the Philippines. The case of Apollo Quiboloy has sparked a debate about the relationship between church and state in the Philippines. The Philippines is a predominantly Catholic country. The Catholic Church wields considerable influence. Some argue that the Quiboloy case highlights the need for a separation of church and state. They say that the government should not be influenced by religious leaders. Others argue that the church has a role to play in society. They say that the church can provide guidance and support to the government. The debate over the role of the church in Philippine society is likely to continue for many years to come. Section 10. Conclusion. A reckoning for the Philippines. The arrest of Apollo Quiboloy is a watershed moment in Philippine history. It is a test of the country's commitment to the rule of law. It is a test of the country's ability to hold powerful figures accountable. The outcome of this case will have far-reaching consequences. It will shape the relationship between church and state in the Philippines. It will determine whether the Philippines is a country where justice prevails, or whether it is a country where the powerful can act with impunity. Follow, like, subscribe to Balitang Tayo Bense for more.